Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to my channel. I'm coming back at you guys with another video, and today I'm going to be answering some questions that you guys have for me. I noticed that I have a few new subscribers, and thank you guys for subbing. Thank you for subscribing. I wrote in my community that, hey, since I have some new people, some new besties, some new love bugs in my channel, in my community, what questions do you guys have for me? So I wrote in my community tab and I got a few, not too many, but I am going to be answering the questions in today's video. Let's go. Let me answer some of these questions for you guys. Hi guys, I hope all is well. Thank you so much for stopping by. 13,000 subscribers. That's a lot. You know, I've been on YouTube for about 6-7 years. On and off. I've been, you know, doing my thing on here, showing you guys a piece of me. You know, I have a few oldie but goodies in my channel, so you guys see me at my largest, right? If you guys go back from 2 years ago and you saw where I started from now, it's just like, wow, it's like a completely different person. It was crazy because a few days ago I was in my living room sitting down watching YouTube, and a video suggestion popped up, and it was one of my videos from 2-3 years ago, and I was just like, wow, like that's me. Like, and I just remember where my mind was at that time, where I was like mentally, physically. I really did use YouTube as an escape because I wasn't happy with myself. And I noticed that girl that I saw on YouTube, she compensated all of the stuff that she wasn't happy with, meaning how I looked, how I feel inside, because I was in pain all the time. I compensated that from makeup. I was buying a lot of makeup at the time, and honestly, makeup really honestly saved my life at that time because I couldn't express myself with clothes or fashion or whatever because I wasn't comfortable with myself, and I wasn't confident in myself to really explore fashion. So I did that through makeup. I did that through beating my face and being creative and doing all of that. And YouTube definitely saved me because I found an outlet to express myself through makeup. Crazy how my journey in this channel has shifted, right? I still love beauty. I still love makeup. I'm a makeup artist, you know, that will never change. Instead of focusing only on makeup because that's what I thought, that's what I had. Now I'm focusing on healthy living, having more of a social life, finding something active to do. In my life right now, is just like, it's completely different from where I was at the time. It's all through God and my faith, and going through a weight loss journey is definitely spiritual as well. And well, for me it was also spiritual as well. So I'm gonna do a separate video on my spiritual journey within VSG, so you guys can have an understanding of where I'm coming from. Anyways, let me answer some of these questions, okay? Oh wait, before I answer these questions, this hair. So yes, girl, my hair is long. So these are clip-ins. I did a separate video on this hair. So if you guys are interested, check out the next video, the deets and how I install these clip-ins. It'll be in the next video. So I got you, girl. I got you, girl. Okay? Let's answer these questions, okay? How did you decide your goal weight? What about your eating habits have you changed since you reached your goals? Okay, so let's start with, how did you decide your goal weight? I didn't decide my goal weight. I was almost 300 pounds. I was 297 before I had my surgery. So I did my liquid diet and I went down to 283. So before I started my liquid diet for the surgery, I was 297 pounds. Then I lost 16 pounds in the liquid diet in 7 days, going down to 283. So I was 283 when I went in for surgery. During the pandemic, I gained majority of my weight. You know, we were in crazy times. I was really depressed. You know, I was going through family stuff. You know, it was a lot going on during that time, and I just gained majority of the weight. Not only that, I'm in my 30s, so weight loss doesn't come easy for me anymore. It really doesn't. When I had the surgery, honestly, I just wanted to get out of the 200s. Did not think anything beyond getting out of the 200s. I just wanted to get out. I was always a curvy girl growing up. Right now I'm a 4'6". I never thought I could ever be a 4'6" dress size or jean size, you know. But overall, I never had a goal weight. I just wanted to get out of the 200s. And then when I did, everything was just like a blessing. Like, oh my God, like I'm 190. Oh my God, I'm 180. Oh my, I think it kind of became surreal to me when I hit 160s. I was like, whoa, I haven't been 160s since high school. So it was like a surreal moment for me. What about your eating habits have you changed since you reached your goals? So my eating habits definitely changed. Like, I didn't realize I had an issue with food until after I had my surgery, until I started going to therapy for my food addiction. I didn't know I binged eat. I definitely binge eat. I was an emotional eater as well. I didn't know I did those things. I was literally in denial when I was at my largest. I ate whatever I wanted. There was no restrictions, no nothing. I didn't think about me not eating that. I would eat until I became sick. That was just me at the time. But now I eat when I'm hungry. I stop when I'm full. I don't overeat. I feel that I'm okay. I stop. Yeah, it's just the overeating. It's just a complete stop. I make sure that I have healthier options in my apartment. I hold myself accountable because now I am in control of what goes into my body, or what goes into my fridge as well. So if I don't buy all the junk, it's not going to be in my apartment, right? How do you maintain your weight? Do you consistently work out? So how I maintain my weight is being active. I do things. Do I work out? Yes, but I don't work out as much as I used to in the beginning. In the beginning of my weight loss journey, I was working out between 3 to 4 times a week for about 45 to an hour at the gym, doing cardio, a lot of cardio. And I think by 6 months into my journey, I introduced lifting. Now, currently, I work out here and there. I don't go to the gym as much as I want to. I'm being very honest, but I do a lot of home workouts. I do dance in my apartment. I do my stepper. And when I'm at work, I tend to go to the gym. At the hotel gym, I spend about 30 minutes at the gym just doing cardio, and I do a lot of activities. So I do a lot of walking and exploring, and just being a flight attendant as well. Like, I'm always on the go, exploring new cities as well. And I could easily do 15 to 20,000 steps a day, honestly. That's how I'm maintaining my weight, is being active. Now, I'm also eating right as well. I'm not eating bad. Yes, I do indulge in things here and there, but it's not to a magnitude of how it used to be when I was at my largest. So I make sure that I am eating better. So if I had a donut today, I'm not going to have a donut tomorrow, or, you know, does that make sense? If I had a real heavy food today, then I'm like, all right, since I had a real heavy meal today, tomorrow I'm gonna eat more vegetables. I try to even everything out, or I try to balance everything out. So I feel like if you eliminate everything, it will cause binge eating. So that's how I'm maintaining my weight. Being active, very active. I try not to stay home all day. I feel like when you stay home all day, you're not moving. Number one thing is move. You have to move. If you're not moving, you know, it's not good. You're gonna gain weight. You know, there's days where I'll be home for like 4 days from work, right? Those 4 days, I'm literally outside. I'm outside, okay? I'm going to the park, walking. I take the train to the city and walk around, go to bookshops. Like, I make sure that I'm constantly walking. If I can't do it that day, I got my stepper. I'm doing my dance routine. There's like no excuse. I make it a point to to have in my mind that there's no excuse why you're not moving. So that definitely helped me. How was the first few days, weeks post-op? Any advice? My surgery, May 20th of 2024. Congratulations on having your surgery date. It's around the corner. Mentally prepare for it. So how were the first few days? Was terrible. The first few weeks was terrible. Gas pains are terrible. Okay? I was sick, nauseous. Couldn't eat anything. I couldn't have my protein shakes. It made me sick. Like, I was miserable, and I literally regretted surgery. I literally regret it. I was crying all the time. I feel like the first month is the hardest, is one of the hardest in this process. I did do a video on my first 3 months of my VSG experience. I will link it down in the description box down below so you can check it out. But yeah, I also had complications too after surgery. A month after having my surgery, I had blood clots in my intestines, and I had to go back to the hospital. If I didn't go get myself checked, who knows what would happen. I probably wouldn't be here right now sharing my testimony. An advice that I will give you, if there is something wrong and you feel that something is wrong, you call your doctor. I didn't do that. I didn't feel right after surgery. I was throwing up bile. It was really, really bad. I really pushed it to the side. I'm like, okay, it's part of the process. Like, everybody around me was like, you know, Sophie, you need to call the doctor. Something is not right. And I felt that something was not right, but I thought that I could wait it out until my next doctor's appointment, until one day I couldn't. And I went to the hospital, got admitted, and they told me that if I waited a day or two, yeah, it wouldn't look good. I probably wouldn't be here right now. So my advice is that if you have any concerns, feel weird, you know, you call your doctor for anything. And that's what they're there for. The first 3 months is so crucial. They encourage you, well, my doctor did, encouraged me to call them for any little thing. And after that traumatic experience of me being in the hospital for 5 days because of my blood clots, if there was any little thing, I called my doctor. I called his team, and they were always happy to answer any questions or concerns that I had. Definitely make sure that, you know, you are really tapped in and locked down with your doctor, especially in the first couple of months. How do you stop cravings or going back to bad food habits? That's, you know, something right now. I'm going through it. I feel like now that I'm further into my journey, tomorrow I'm gonna be 1 year and 8 months in deep into the surgery, post-op. Deeper you go, the more you can eat, the more the craving starts to attack. Like, my sweet tooth is crazy. Like, the way that I crave pastries is insane. Like, cravings for me anyways, it gets worse, you know? But how I combat it is that I don't fight it. I pretty much just get what I'm craving. Am I gonna overeat that? That's the question. No, I'm not, because I have a better understanding with my relationship with food. So I feel like if you try to deny your cravings, you're gonna binge eat. But fruits and the Halo ice cream definitely helped me with my cravings. I don't really crave a lot of like meals, like burgers or anything that's just, I don't really care for that. It's literally sweets for me, and that's what I'm trying to like, you know, like I'm trying to like, nah, you're not about to get me cupcake. You're not about to get me donut. It's the snacking for me. Having meals, I feel like I could live off of snacking alone. Like, meals to me, like, I'm not really craving meals like that. But instead of having chips, I'll have like popcorn. I feel like popcorn is better than chips. So I'll eat it. It's just I try not to, I stop myself when I feel like I'm going overboard. Like, that's enough. You had a bowl of popcorn, you're fine. Okay, you had the donut, you're fine. And if I'm not fine the next day, you know, that's when I'm like, all right, you had it yesterday, Sophie, like, relax. Like, there's a lot of talking myself out of stuff. I'm like, you had it. Have fruits, have your little Halo ice cream, like, you know. So that's how I do it. I got the gastric bypass 1 month ago and I had little to no problems with anything. Nothing made my stomach upset, nothing made me queasy or throw up. I handled almost everything perfectly fine. Also minimum pain after surgery. However, now I'm struggling because I think I eat too much, way too much. Do you have any advice for someone that may have it too easy and eat too much in the very beginning? You're lucky. I didn't eat a lot in the beginning, but me now further out, there are times where I feel like, oh my God, I ate so much. So much. Like, I'm like, what's going on with me? And then people who I'm eating with, you know, they're like, what did you eat? So are you really eating a lot, or it's just in your mind? I'm hungrier, you know, I feel like I'm eating more. And then people be like, but what did you eat? So think about that. Are you really eating a lot? Or you feel like you are, but in reality you're not. So ask yourself that. Maybe eat with somebody. Ask people in your circle, like, do you think I eat a lot? You know what I mean? Like people who are really honest with you. Because my family, they'll be like, what did you eat? My friends are like, girl, what did you eat? And I'm like, girl, did you see what I just ate? What? So maybe you're not really eating as much as you think you are. So think about that. And having it too easy, I don't want to say that you have it too easy. Everybody's journey is different. People breathe through the first month or two, you know, and some people didn't. That's why I go to support groups, because, you know, everybody's story is different. Are you losing weight still? You know, there's so many variables to this, you know. I feel like I need a little bit more details than that. Before I had surgery, I was watching so many VSG content that I'm thinking, this is gonna happen to me. It happened to her, it's gonna happen to me. It happened to him, it's gonna happen to me. Like the journey that I am in is completely different from, you know, this person who is sharing her journey or his journey. You know what I mean? Every journey is different. So don't say that you have it easy. It's not. It's your journey, and you know, you just got to ride the process. You know, still follow your doctor's plan, you know, communicate with your doctor and his team, still eat right, still exercise, still do what you have to do. Don't have that mindset that I'm having it easy because so and so said that the first month was hard and I'm chilling. I'm just chilling. If you are okay, that's a blessing. Like why would you want to go through that experience? You know what I mean? It's just like, it's for the birds, you know? As long as you're losing weight and you're exercising, you're doing the damn thing, don't question it. Love looking at your videos. Thank you. How do you know that you are full? I am 6 months post-op and on vacation. I hate being uncomfortable, but it's a little hard to know when I'm full. You know something? That was something that I had problems with too, especially in the beginning. I didn't know the feeling of me being full or not. Yes, there's times where I would eat and feel uncomfortable, like but to be fully full, I didn't know. I realized that like midway into my journey, that sometimes when I'm hungry, it's because I'm dehydrated. I'm not drinking enough water. In the beginning, I didn't know. There's times like, am I hungry? I feel hungry. Am I full? I hope I'm full. You know what I mean? There was a lot of that moment of that. But I feel like as you said you're 6 months in, I feel like as you keep going, you'll just know, you know? When you eat with no distractions. You know, I feel like sometimes when we eat, you know, there's so many things going on. We're not really listening to our bodies. So, you know, eat with no TV on. Don't talk to nobody. Just eat. You and the food. Really pay attention to what you're eating and eating really slowly. And I feel like that will help you really understand your body or your restriction. You will literally feel that you're full. And once you recognize that, it will definitely help you along the way. Another thing I noticed, that when I'm full, I burp a lot. Like I'll burp or get the hiccups. So that's how I know I'm full too. I have other people here that answered her questions too. This person wrote, she's over a month post-op, and at the time it was so hard to tell when I was full. However, eating slow does help, like I mentioned. I literally feel myself getting full after each bite. Then something in my mind says, okay, that's enough. Then I stop. Hope that is amazing. I'm happy that she wrote that, because that's exactly how I feel. Like, you know, my mind be like, all right, Sophie, that's it. You're done. Like, stop. Another person says, for me, it's when I start burping or my nose starts running. A lot of people say that their nose start running when they're full. I go to a lot of support groups, and a lot of people say that. My nose never really run. I burp and I have a lot of hiccups when I'm full as well. Or when my chest starts to feel tight. But eating slow is key. Absolutely. Eating slow is definitely key. No distractions, just you and your food. I feel like that's crucial, especially in the beginning of your VSG journey as well. Sorry, my camera died. So I feel like this is the last question. Any changes to your sex life since having weight loss surgery? That's a really good question. The only thing I could say about that is, honestly, yes and no. Now, here's why I say that, because I feel like at my largest, I was very insecure with myself. Obviously because I was larger or whatever, right? And then now that I lost a lot of weight, there's other insecurities that develop, meaning my loose skin. So me being insecure naked is still the same. So that really haven't changed in that department. And honestly, I'm not really having sex, honestly. I know it's TMI, but I'm really not. So I will get back to you when I have a partner. Yeah, that's the only answer I could give you. I'm not really doing it. I'm really not, and yeah, that's just what it is. Dating is pretty brutal out here in these streets. I feel like right now I'm kind of just focusing on myself, and I'm not worried about, you know, these niggas out here in these streets. So you feel me? So that's just where I'm at right now, and somebody gotta catch me in these streets. Updated dating video is definitely coming. I am dating, don't get me wrong. I'm dating and I'm seeing people, but it's not leading to anything sexual, like, because I don't want it to go there. I don't subscribe to hookup culture as well. That's all the updates I could do with that. A few people have mentioned, it's not in the community tab because that was the last question, but people was like, hey, I know that you live in New York and I'm thinking about, you know, having surgery or doing some type of consultations with a bariatric doctor. Who's your bariatric doctor? Blase, blase, blase. So I'm gonna tell you who my bariatric doctor is. My bariatric doctor is Dr. Edward Casati. He's deep in New York. He's not in New York City. He's in New York, Long Island, in West Islip. So if you Google Dr. Edward Casati, New York, or Dr. Casati, West Islip, he will pop up, and he has his picture up there. He has his number. You could definitely book an appointment with him. His team is very thorough. They'll call you, they'll schedule you an appointment. Like, hey, we haven't seen you in a while. You want to make an appointment, or, you know, the blood work. Oh, you have this. Like, everything is boom, 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 boom. It's pretty fast and thorough. So his team, they work. Okay, they work. So that's the doctor that I went to. He's pretty far, but, you know, honestly, he's worth it. If you are in the Long Island area, definitely check out Dr. Casati. If you feel like you could make that drive, it's a very far drive, okay? Definitely check him out. So that's my doctor. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's all that I have for you. These are all the questions. If you guys want me to do another video answering questions, I would love to. Like, I'm happy to help you guys. Like, no question is like annoying, or, you know, if I haven't answered a question, I would love to answer it. So if I have enough questions in the comments down below, I will definitely do another one. There's no problem. Like, I'm always going to share my experience with you. If I could help, I'll definitely do so. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in a few days with another video. Bye, guys.